I'm here at the Sundance Film Festival with two cuties from the premiere of Buddy. We've got Caleb Williams, who plays Way.
Hello everyone.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
We've got Luke as well. You play Josh. Yes. So tell me about your characters a little bit, your story.
So my character is, I don't know how much I should reveal.
I know, without spoiling.
Yeah. So my character is kind of like, so when you mean like, do you mean like how he acts or?
Yeah, some characteristics.
Yeah, so Josh is actually kind of introverted in a way, like, you know, he's very to himself, and if you watch the movie, you'll see that, and so yeah, that's about it. So yeah.
Without spoiling, I like that description.
Yeah, without spoiling, something about my character Wade is like he's the brave one. Yeah, and you'll definitely see it throughout the movie. You'll see.
Leader of the pack?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Without giving too much, he's like he's the extrovert. He's opposite. So he's outgoing. He likes to move around. He likes to talk to different people. He likes to protect people.
So we got yin and yang here, huh?
Yeah.
You're the perfect little combination.
Yeah.
And as far as like if you could pick any type of animation or kid shows that you could be trapped in, what would it be?
I think any animation I would love to be trapped in is I would say The Loud House on Nickelodeon. Because just being able to have that much family and just the loving different moments would be pretty cool and amazing.
But then if we flipped the switch and they were evil.
And they were evil.
Yes.
Oh, ooh. I would say something that's more small, like Amazing World of Gumball. That's smaller family, and I could definitely deal with it.
Okay.
Can I be completely honest? I have no idea. You know, like he said, maybe The Loud House because, but again, you know, with the horror, I actually don't really, I don't know what I would go for. Man, that's a hard question. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, what's your favorite thing to watch right now? What's your favorite show?
I just am so busy. I don't really have much time.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
I'm with Cristin Milioti, and you play Grace.
Yeah.
Buddy. I would love to know, why did you choose this film? We know you as the hangman, but we're switching things up in this film, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. I think I was just, I was really drawn to Casper's like singular talent, and it was such an interesting world, and I was looking for something that was like a little lighter, and if you can believe that, because this movie is also very demented. But I don't know, the script like really moved me when I read it, and I was so intrigued by the whole world that he was making, and I wanted to like work with little kids, and I just wanted to see what it was like. I think Casper's so special.
What's the difference from working with younger children versus adults?
Oh my God.
What's your
I mean, there are no egos.
Yes. They're like little adults, honestly.
Yeah, and they're so excited. You know, it's like they were writing scripts in between takes and coming up with little songs, and I was like, oh right, this is why I wanted to do this. And it was just they're all so talented and we're so sweet, and it made it fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
And as far as like if there was any show that you could be trapped in and it was the same kind of seriousness and horror, what would it be if you're going back to your childhood?
You mean like a show from my childhood?
Yes, where it's like, this would be so scary, but you have to choose one, and you have to get out of it somehow.
I don't know if I say I'm
like
yep,
Sesame
I'm out.
Street,
Now
if that makes sense.
Yep,
you
now
got
I'm
what
like,
saying?
yeah, totally.
What would it be?
I was always really scared of those. I think they were on Sesame Street. They were like aliens that would be like nyam 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 nyam. Like those
Not
really,
talking?
yeah, they really. But they're on Sesame Street, and they vibrate like that. Those really freaked me out as a kid.
I love that.
So probably them.
Well, congratulations, seriously.
Thank
are
you.
Incredible.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm here with Keegan-Michael.
Hello.
Loved you in studio.
Oh,
I
thank
want
you.
some more.
I would love some more Schmigadoon, I know, but at last I think we're done. We gave it a real good go for the third season, but it didn't happen. So
Broadway.
yeah.
Fun for that.
But I liked the second season because I'm a big '70s person. It's like Godspell and Pippin, and I love those. Those are the kind of that's where my musical knowledge started. So I love those shows. I loved that second season, but I would have loved to kept on doing it. Yeah.
So you played Buddy, and I haven't seen it. I have to know, like, did you see what the character looked like visually before you?
Yes, I did. I had an opportunity.
That went through your mind.
Well, I thought it was perfect based on what the movie was going to be, and my biggest reason for doing the film and the enthusiasm I had behind the film is because an old-time producer from the '40s, he once said, "I want something the same but different," and I said, "This is just different. This is just different." And you don't often get time in your career to be able to do something like this. And what's amazing is I've never seen anything like it, but there's actually a very traditional narrative underneath all of it. So it tells a really good story. The storytelling's amazing, but it's also not like anything I've ever experienced.
Favorite characteristic of Buddy? What would you say?
Say again?
Favorite characteristic of Buddy?
Who's sick of Buddy?
What's your favorite characteristic of Buddy?
Characteristic?
Yes,
I'm sorry.
I
I have like
don't feel
80-year-old ears. I'm not that old. It'd be amazing if I was 80 years old. But anyway,
He's never going to look 80, I'm sorry.
favorite characteristic of Buddy? Oh, he's horrible. I mean, what is his favorite? Here, my favorite characteristic of Buddy is that he's persistent, and that would make sense for anybody who sees the movie. So yeah, it's the only redeeming quality he has.
And if you could get trapped in real life actual animation nowadays, what would it be? Like Sesame Street or like?
No, I would want to be. You know, you've seen the animation that's in the Spider-Verse movies, like Miles. I want to be in a show like that. It could be about anything. It could be about health or but I would love to be animated in that way. I love that.
Well, thank you so much for
My
your time.
pleasure.
Congratulations on being Buddy.
Thank you.
I hope I don't have too many nightmares.
Me too. Take care.
I've been a huge fan of that 70s show.
Thank you.
I
Appreciate that.
I was also thinking if we went back in time and made You Get Stuck in That 70s show, but it was a horror film, what would that be like?
Whoa, very different, because I had a fantastic experience on that show, but this is
Who
more
would be the
like...
crazy one? Who would turn into a horror
Well, this is more
character?
like, but if you ever, I was a little old for Barney, but I've seen clips of like Selena Gomez on Barney, and you go, oh, some of these kids grow up to be people that you know. I never did Sesame Street, even as an adult, to go.
Wasn't into it?
Never did it. No, I loved Sesame Street when I was a kid, but I never got asked to go do it. And probably after this film, I will never be asked to do it.
So tell us a little bit about your character.
Well, I'm very removed. Without giving too much away, there's a section of the movie that's in the real world, and that's the one that Cristin and I are really in. And so for us, it was a very normal shoot, but you could tell the rest of the crew was like, whoa, this is so different from the rest of the movie.
So let me see the short. I gotta see this real quick.
This
we
is-
need a fit check. Tell me
Like,
about this.
instead of Barney and Friends, this is the fake show within the show. It's called It's Buddy.
Where can we find this merch?
Once I start printing them, I'll get you.
Business, seriously.
I'll open up. Hopefully the screening goes well, and then I can start making some.
Would you cuddle with Buddy in real life, or is he a little too scary for all of us?
No, I didn't. I wasn't part of that part of the film, so he came on set in costume. I think for me, because I wasn't gonna be able to meet him any other time, and I gave him a big hug. I thought he was great, and everyone else was like, it had a different vibe about him.
You're like, Buddy, do you want to go out to lunch sometime with me? Or
He's a very friendly unicorn from my point of view.
he says persistent, so
What's that?
persistent.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you mean Keegan?
Keegan says
No, I wouldn't go out with Keegan. He scares me.
Keegan scares you. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
A huge fan. Can't wait to watch this, and can't wait to see you more stuff.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No, I remember being very scared by Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That was the
Delaney Quinn.
And then
I play Freddie.
okay, so tell us a little bit about Freddie.
She's
I'm like, it's still, I don't know. It catches me
she's
off.
a brave girl. She's very smart. She's strong.
Got that crazy, it's like,
She's amazing.
Without giving too much away, right?
Yeah.
And as far as like scariest characters in your life, what scares you? Any movies?
sorry.
I get scared of like The Exorcist and like those kinds of movies. I think so. I kind of get like all of those kinds of movies mixed up a little bit, but
The one with the head spinning around.
yeah.